Welcome to the end, friend.
What is up guys, Kris05 here with another video. 4 new cards have just been announced, and in this video I will do a review of them and I will give you my rating for them, being bad, average, decent or great, just like I did in my last video. As I said, I will do a series of reviews for the upcoming released cards, so if you enjoyed this video, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel. Now let's see the cards. We have one common Mage card, one epic Priest card, one epic Druid card, and one rare Shaman card, and all of them are beasts. Right off the bat we can see that Baku the Moon Eater and Jen Greymane will obviously play a huge role in the Witchwood. That being said, I think I'll have to change my rating for Baku from decent, close to average, to a definite decent, and for Greymane from bad to a solid decent card. This reminds me a lot like the Whispers of the Old Gods and how a lot of cards were revolving around Satoon. We will surely see a lot more synergy cards around these two new dudes. I also wonder if Blizzard will only make an even or odd synergy for each class, instead of giving them both options. Maybe with these synergies, Blizzard will try to reduce the percentages of the most played cards in each class. Time will tell. Anyway, time for the cards. So let's get going with the first new Mage card, Black Cat. Here we see a solid free for free mana. But wait, there's more! It gives you +1 spell damage. And if you call right now, you will get an extra card draw for free. If that ain't a bargain, I don't know what is. By the way, does this remind you of a certain card that had to be moved to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, me neither. This will be an obvious auto-include in every Mage deck that decides to go the odd way. Seeing how OP this card is, you have to remind yourself that Mage has to give up on a lot of core Mage cards just to run this. Cards like Frostbolt, Arcanologist, Fireball, Blizzard, Meteor and much more have to go to the dumpster so you can have this in effect. I am sure a secret tempo deck will emerge with Baku, and this furry little fella will play a big role in it. Frostlich Jaina might come up with an elemental deck as well. Firefly, Dark Reaper and Arcane Tyrant certainly approve this message. My rating for this card will obviously be great. Next we have the epic Priest card, Glittermoth. This time we have a slightly understated 4/4 for 5 mana, with an amazing effect. Here I can see a lot of OTK-like synergies, but you have to remember you will not be able to run the 2-drop Divine Spirit. Fret not, you could easily use Power Word Shield, Inner Fire, Void Ripper, and probably some new cards we are yet to see. Having the ability to heal your minions for 4 instead of 2 will help you stick them on the board a lot more effectively too. A control-oriented deck might also emerge, filled with a never-ending fleet of taunts that you can just heal up every turn. My rating for this card will be decent, and it is not too far away from great as well. Since we are on the Priest theme, let's continue with Druid's new epic card, Gloomstag. A hefty 5 mana 4/8 beast, and it's a freaking taunt too. Anduin certainly does not approve this. I'm assuming Blizzard went all out on this card, since Druids have a lot of core cards that have an even mana cost. This card might be used in aggro decks and in control decks, but I'm afraid for aggro it might be a little bit too odd, since aggro is all about dropping minions on curve and buffing them. Mark of the Lotus is rotating out as well, so this core card will need to be replaced somehow in the new patch if aggro is to survive. This card itself looks pretty solid, but not being able to run Ultimate Infestation, Wild Growth or Branching Paths will be weird for control too. That being said, for this card my rating will be decent at best, but maybe it's close to average. And finally, we see an even card to complement Jen Greymane, the Shaman rare card, Merkspark Eel. Here we have a solid 2/3, 2 mana drop that even kills your opponent's 2-drop, most of the time. And it looks a lot like Medivh's Valley Tribute. I'm not much of a Shaman player and I really can't tell what Shamans will make of this card. Maybe if we see some new good totem buffs, we will see a new Totem Shaman really soon. Also, if you remember what I showed you in my last video, the spoiled legendary card we saw at the end of the trailer was an 8 mana Shaman hero card. I have a feeling that that card will have a lot to do with buffing totems. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. but we will have to see some more good even cards to propel this card to great. So that's about it for the new cards, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Kris05 and I'll see you in my next video.